Yo, man, that's Super Wizz Havinn, man. I'm jumping off the porch with dirty glove bastard.
I can turn for real. Tip is how I live. Re-rocking the plates and put them in the vacuum seal. I ain't got a route.
Alright, we got Wizz Havinn jumping off the porch with us today.
You know what? Super Wizz in the motherfucking building. You heard me? Super World.
Real spill, man. What's going on with your game?
Sure, I'm just coolin', you know me.
Too sticky shit.
For sure.
I already know.
Standing on that business.
For sure, for sure.
No doubt.
Finally, you know what I'm saying, long time coming, but we finally got you on that porch.
For sure, I've been waiting to get out that bit for sure.
Nah, that's love, bro. It's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us today.
No doubt.
So how it make you feel just to knowing like you seeing new shit, doing new shit off this music shit?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, this shit overwhelming, you know what I'm saying? Nigga happy. I mean, shit, I ain't really think I was gonna be doing a lot of this shit, but, you know, this shit coming along, we going up.
Nah, for real. At what point would you say you even knew you had rap dreams?
Shit, really, I ain't had a rap dream, but it's like when I started catching the buzz, it's like, okay, now I got the feel for this shit. Now I wanna go the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanna feel all this shit, you know what I'm saying? The fame, I wanna run the bag up, the whole everything, you feel me?
For real.
Yeah.
I can only imagine being inspired by the Florida music scene itself, you know what I'm saying? Coming from a whole catalog of history of shit, you know what I mean?
Nah, for sure, the Florida music scene definitely influenced me. Man, like what really pushed me to really do this shit, like the Detroit music scene, though, I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, them Florida niggas sliding on Detroit beats right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, them Detroit beats gonna do it.
Hell yeah, but it sounds like, it's not even like no Detroit shit, it's like y'all making it y'all own, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, like when niggas started rapping, though, niggas used to look up like Detroit type beats and shit. Like
oh, for real?
Yeah,
Before this shit became the wave?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How would you even describe coming up in Florida?
Shit, coming up in Florida, really just however you make it, you know what I'm saying? You could be whatever you wanna be, however you wanna live, you can take that route, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that shit really like everywhere else, but we just different though. Everybody in Florida different. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. Would you say like Florida section off? Of course we know it's sectioned off by different cities, but like talk about Tallahassee more so because I feel like if you make it in Tally, nigga, they say you break it everywhere.
Yeah, see, I ain't gonna lie, Tally small as fuck, so like, you know what I'm saying, the chances of making it from there really like short. So like we don't really, like with the rap shit, we ain't really see nobody, you know what I'm saying, before the wave that came with everybody now, like, so you feel me, we ain't see no benefit from that shit, so music wasn't never no thing in the city. It was real like shit, you gonna down there be hood rich or you ain't gonna be shit, or you gonna go to school and move, that type of shit, you know what I'm saying, play sports. But other than that shit, you trying to be hood rich, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Nah, for sure. How would you describe your childhood coming up in Tallahassee?
Shit, regular, you know what I'm saying? Mama, you know what I'm saying? Middle class, making shit happen. I ain't gonna say we was like piss poor, but we had times where shit was fucked up for sure.
Yeah.
But shit, like, yeah, she made it happen. Shit was regular. You know, niggas was in school, but then as I got older, like, you know, I got influenced on other shit, seeing other shit. So by the time I got in middle school, niggas was on some like getting suspended, getting kicked out of school, fighting out of school, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I went to alternative school probably like 13. So shit, when I went to alternative school, that's when I caught my first charge, all that shit. But coming up, like, it was regular childhood shit, you know?
Nah, for sure. How would you describe your mom as a parent?
Shit, strong as fuck. Yeah. She don't stand on business, she made shit happen.
Yeah, for real. So being her baby boy, I'm already knowing, how did it make you feel seeing some of them struggles?
Shit, really. It really just motivated me, like, boy, like one day, boy, nigga gotta do something about this shit, you feel me? We can't be going through this shit. So right now, my mindset, like, what I be thinking about shit, I can't let shit like that happen again, you feel me?
Nah, for real. At what point would you say you had your first peak of the streets, you know what I'm saying, your first influence of like, all right, this can be another alternative way to get some money type shit?
Shit. What you mean, like in the streets type shit?
Type shit.
Like basically, just seeing niggas around, you know what I'm saying? Niggas hustling. Niggas got cars, you know what I'm saying? Niggas doing for their people, niggas fly, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So when I tried, I was probably like 15 when I first tried hustling for real. You know what I'm saying? And then in front of that shit just was a thing. You feel me? Nigga want to keep clean shoes on. Nigga want to stay looking like something. You know what I'm saying? Want to keep some money in your pocket. So that was just one of them things that when I first got into it, was like, shit, it's coming. So I can't stop it. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
How old was you when you got your first pair of goals?
Shit, I had just got out on my third program. Matter of fact, I was out for probably like a month. I had went to we had this little A-Route, and he used to do goals in there with Jose in Tallahassee Mall. Went up that bit, I got a 16 pack. You feel me?
Yeah,
I was feeling good.
Shot on there.
Yeah. I used to tell everybody my shit was perms though.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
What would you say the gold teeth culture from Florida originates from, and what does it mean to get your first pair?
I ain't gonna lie, like, it really ain't originated nowhere. It's just I can't really say, it's just a Florida thing, you feel me? That's the area where, like, from North Florida, South Florida, you feel me? Bitch got goals, like, that's just a thing. So, like, really my thing with the shit, like, you feel me, like, seeing, like I said, the older niggas around, you know what I'm saying? They hustling, these boys got perms, these boys got goals and shit. My daddy had perms, so that was just a thing. They always wanted them bitches, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, and then seeing like other rappers in Florida coming up, them boys got perms and shit, them boys got gold, shit like that. So that shit definitely was a thing that made us like, yeah, bitch, we gotta get them trophies, them hood trophies.
Them hood trophies, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
So at what point would you say you knew you was full-fledged jumping off the porch?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I say when I know I was full-fledged, jumped off the porch, and when the nigga like, really like got into the system type shit. I'm like, okay, nah, nigga, like, starting to catch charges, this shit for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like, and then like, to the point where like, when niggas start, cause I ain't gonna say like, as legit, like, nigga was really on some like real deal, like crazy shit. You know, we used to fade back then, so that shit wasn't really nothing. So like when I really jumped off the porch, like, is when I see like niggas started catching the crazy ass charges and shit, going to juvenile, back to back, fucking up like that. Yeah.
What's some of the trials and tribulations you can say you went through from jumping off the porch at an early age?
Shit, really just the whole motion of everything, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the going through it with niggas, you know what I'm saying, the being from this side, going through it with the other side, that type of shit, like, basically going to jail, fucking up, you know what I'm saying, taking losses, all type of shit, doing crashing ass shit, like shit, I wasn't no good decisions, making bad decisions, like that type of shit.
No, for real.
Yeah.
So at what point would you say you knew you wanted to make a change for your life?
Shit, really, I say my third program, when I had one of my first level 8, that shit was like a 9 to 12. When I went there, I like, yeah, bitch, I gotta go and switch my game up. I'm legit, but at the same time, like, you feel me, a nigga was getting influenced by the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening to the music and I'm like, shit. Like, bitch, like, that's when I'm telling, like, Kodak and Youngboy and shit was also like that's when they first came out. So it's some shit, nigga listen to their music, like, these boys down around my age and they lit. I gotta get out and get lit, you feel me? So that's when I came home and was like, boy, I gotta get some money. I gotta look like something like the whole 9 yards, bitch. I gotta go up.
So what was the next step after that?
Shit, next step after that was grinding, really. That's when I really got on the grind, like, you feel me, hustling, like, really on some shit, like, putting my time into hustling. You know what I'm saying? I had a job, but that shit, you know, that shit ain't really work. I used to be telling the ass at the job, like, man, I really ain't even gotta work here, you know what I'm saying? it just on some shit, you know, the fan wanted me to do something productive, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make them happy regardless, you feel me?
Nah, for sure.
But I had ended up quitting that bitch sooner or later, though.
Hell yeah, I'm already knowing how that shit be. You used to go big on your manager?
Yeah, man, nigga was going up.
What's the lamest shit they used to say to you when you got there and be like, man, I ain't gotta work here?
Shit, nothing really. They used to be like, you always, basically, like, I'm always saying that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm basically trying to pop it on them or something like that.
Hell yeah. Where was your job at?
It was at a shoe store called DTLR. Yeah.
Yeah, now you gotta go buy the whole motherfucking wall on there.
Nah, I be in that bit. I stay going in that bit.
They showing love?
Yeah.
That's cool. That was going on. At what point would you say you started fucking with the music though?
Shit, I used to fuck with the music like back then. Like my dog had a studio and shit. I used to fuck around, but I ain't never realized how that shit came out. So probably like after I had did like my first little county bid, I had came on like, so I'm gonna try this shit. And I had made the song Eazy E. And then that shit wouldn't flow around, people were fucking with it. I made a few more songs and shit. And when I went dropping shit, people were fucking with it. So I'm like, shit, I gotta fuck with the music. Now I can't even play with it, but really I was just really on some playing around shit in the studio, you feel me?
How would you walk us through your first studio session? Like, what was your creative process like then?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, the first studio session I had, it was me and Cub. Who was at my dog's spot. One of their roommates had like a little put together studio type shit. So we went in that bed. We just fucking out. We was in that bed really high as fuck. Just playing around, you know what I'm saying? It was in that big glitching, just fucking out. So shit, we heard that shit. We like, this shit kinda hard, you feel me? I'm posting on Instagram, you feel me? People coming and shit. I'm like, okay, this shit might really do something. Then I had to drop that Eazy. I had to did the Eazy E shit. That's like the first real studio session I went in like, on some shit like going from to make a song. I went that bit, made that bit. But I ain't really think nothing. I'm like, nah, this shit really is some alright shit. You feel me?
So once the people started gravitating towards your music, what did that do for you?
Shit, that turned me up. That sent me to the studio some more.
Yeah, you talking
you know
about?
What I'm saying? Now I'm in that bitch working. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking. But then. I had went to the studio one time, made like 2 songs. After Lamar Jackson had posted me, I went to the studio saying that I made like 2 songs. I made a song called My Life and what the other shit called? I forgot what that bitch called. Oh, Acting Funny. I made a song called Acting Funny. And then after that, my next studio session was crazy. I made like 10 songs one night.
You were locked in at that point.
Yeah, I made Mr. Too Sticky. I made some shit called Water Running. I made some shit called Own It. I made a song called Slow Leap. And some other, I can't remember everything, but I ain't gonna lie, I made a whole bunch of shit that night. Most of that shit on the Mr. Too Sticky.
Mr. Too Sticky, the first project.
Yeah, that shit on the first project.
Nah, for sure. Talk about the origination of Mr. Too Sticky. Where did it originate from?
Shit, really just like, I feel like that's really me introducing myself type shit, you know what I'm saying, on this rap shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, cause when I first came out, I was dropping songs, but I only had a few things out, so bitches were like looking for music. So when I dropped it, you know what I'm saying, like this basically like an introduction, like bitch, I'm here, like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I was looking for it, y'all got it, like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit, yeah.
So what does it mean to be too sticky?
Shit, you just got, you know what I'm saying, too sticky, like the drip, the way you move, the whole 9 yards, like everything, but you just gotta be everything too sticky, on point.
On point.
You feel me?
Like the first project was, so when you put that shit out, the world, it seemed like just gravitated to what the hell you had going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga had nothing fuck around and went up crazy.
I'm trying to tell you. What did that do for you and your family at that point? Like you had felt like you made it?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I felt like I made it, especially when the nigga go back to the city.
Yeah.
You know, walk around the trenches and shit. And bitch, like, you know, like the love they showing, you know what I'm saying? I'm embracing that shit, cause like, bitch, like, don't nobody really make it from around here, you know what I'm saying? Then be able to come back and show us, like, bitch, the benefit, like, bitch, what you really like, then, you know what I'm saying? The progress you done made, the shit that you got off of this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch ain't never really showed us what that music shit do for us, so it's just amazing to everybody, you feel me?
For real.
And nigga was loving the reaction from that shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's real. I know you said coming up, y'all didn't really care too much about the music scene in Tallahassee for real, but now that bitch booming for real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How it make you feel looking back on this shit like, damn, you a part of this shit, you a part of this movement?
Shit, I feel good about it, cause shit, bitch, I ain't gonna lie. It was about time for us to have a little wave, you know what I'm saying? So shit, when that wave calls, like, bitch, I'm a part of it, it's like, bitch, I can't do nothing but really be happy about it, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this wave coming out of not only Tallahassee but all of Florida right now, why don't you feel like everybody come together and stick together and like take over this shit?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, you know, I really be like fucking with all the Florida rappers and shit, you know what I'm saying? I know probably don't got music with a lot of Florida rappers and shit, but like, I definitely fuck with all the Florida rappers for sure.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Would you say it's hard to make it out of Tallahassee?
Hell yeah. It's hard as fuck. Like you gotta put some work in to come from out that bitch. But right now shit, the city, it's eyes on the city, so like, but you really sounding good and you really working. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna see you right now. For sure.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest changes you'll make happen for the city if you could?
Shit, really just all like the little bullshit that be going on, you know, like the little sideways shit, but you know, that's really nothing. You know, you really can't control how people act anyway.
Nah, for sure.
But that's really the only thing though.
Nah, for sure. So you had made a major impact with Mr. Too Sticky, but you doubled this shit up on Christmas just last year with Super Wizz, the sequel. Talk about going full throttle with this project, and what would you say you learned from Mr. Too Sticky going into making the sequel?
Shit, it's on some shit like when I was making that, I really was on, you know, like nigga really, it just was a whole bunch of shit, like nigga was really like adjusting type shit, like to having a real wave, like I'm adjusting to fans, I'm adjusting to having fans, I'm adjusting to the, you know what I'm saying, the whole social media shit, like. So like the music was kind of different, called airway, you know what I'm saying, like on some shit like. So I had all different type of vibes on that bit, you know what I'm saying?
No,
but I was definitely like, it took some time to put that bit together. Yeah.
You went in there with more detail, that's why.
Yeah, way more detail, you know what I'm saying, while I was trying to say like, Super Wizz, like bitch, I'm super now.
Yeah. I felt like you went into this project with a point to prove, and I felt like it was definitely understood. Talk about working on such records like Eminem featuring Veeze.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, Eminem was some shit that I had in the cut. I had made that song like a little minute ago, but I had it in the cut on some shit. But it's like making that shit, I was turned on that bitch. Like that's just the type of time I was on when I made that. And then like putting Veeze on just like basically just complimented, cause he came with that, you know what I'm saying?
That he came
with his vibe, you know what I'm saying? Veeze gonna do Veeze, so that shit really just made sense. It complimented everything on the song.
That was hard.
Yeah, that shit came out lit.
Well, the most important thing I would say about this project is you had Jeezy on this bitch.
Yeah.
How the hell you got Jeezy on there, man? Tell us a story.
Shit really crazy. Like, shit, he heard the song and really was just on some shit like, let's run type shit.
Just showing straight love.
Yeah, he was like, he fucked with it.
So he just reached out to you, or like y'all bumped into each other?
Nah, he reached out to my team type shit.
That's too hard. It was like, I'm fucking with bro, I want to give him something.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to know that you embraced by legends coming before you in this shit now?
I ain't gonna lie, this shit lit. You know, I be feeling good, cause you know, that's an OG in the game, you feel me? That's a real vet, so it's like,
for real.
You know, that shit really stamped me, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people was wondering how I made that shit happen. You know.
No, I definitely was wondering how you made that shit. That shit was definitely some legendary shit to see though.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, for real. What is it that you want listeners to take from your music when they turn on Wizz Havinn?
Shit, really, I'm gonna tell you, like, the real main thing I really be on some shit, like when I make music, the point I be trying to get at, I'm just really on some like, I'm on some fly shit, you know what I'm saying? So when you listen to my shit, it's like, you know, I want you to, you know what I'm saying, get on your grind, get you some money, you know what I'm saying, and pop your shit.
Straight like that. What would you say is your overall message in your story?
Shit, my message, I ain't gonna lie. Really, like, to be honest, I'm putting on for the young niggas, you feel me? Like, so like, I'm really on some shit like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, however you want to do it. You ain't really got to be the rap shit however you want to do it, but you got to grind, you know what I'm saying? You got to put that time in. You got to be focused, you feel me? Yeah, then this shit gonna pop, you know what I'm saying?
Up. What's some advice you'll give a young nigga right now? Let's say he's 19 years old, no job, but he goddamn trying to figure out a way. Before he crash out, what's some advice you'll give him?
Shit, I better get a job.
Get a
Start
job.
soon. You know what I'm saying? For real, cause if the street shit ain't working for you right now, you know what I'm saying? If you trying it and you ain't got the funds to maintain it, you know what I'm saying? You really got you starting from scratch, but you got to start from somewhere. You better get a job. You
Straight
feel
up.
me? Real shit. Ain't nothing wrong with a job. Better than being broke, bitch.
Oh God. Why you feel the young niggas nowadays talk down on having jobs?
Cause niggas ain't just slow. Real shit. Niggas ain't just retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I better get a job. Well, cause this shit ain't for the streets ain't for everybody, fam. So that hustle shit, you know what I'm saying? Hustling ain't for everybody neither. So you either you gonna keep trying that shit and keep fucking that money up, then get what you gonna do. Fuck another nigga money up. Now you in the hole. Now you looking sick. You feel me?
Whole different
now you out here
situation.
sad. Now nobody fucking with you. Now you just a scrub in the streets. Or you rather get a job, bitch, run you some money up, get it legit, and you know what I'm saying, and just stay down, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's street niggas that got real jobs. You feel me?
Real spill. Talk about, let's go back to Super Wizz real quick, because there's still some legendary records on that bitch, like Real Drip featuring YTB Fatt.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had, that's that gas right there. I had done played that bitch for Fatt. Fatt was like, yeah, I gotta get on that. He had to hit me up probably like 6 in the morning. Nigga probably hit me up like 6 in the morning one day. That bitch, I just went crazy on that bitch. Yeah, I'm finna send it to you. He sent that bitch to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's up. I had to put that bitch on the tape for sure.
Nah, that's too hard.
But that's another song I had in the cut though. I had that bitch in the cut for a little minute too. Yeah.
Why you feel it's important to take your time when creating records instead of just recording and dropping type shit?
Cause shit, it really like, you gotta see what the people want type shit, but really on some shit, you never know what they want. So like, I'd say taking your time and shit, that shit be a win and a lose situation, you feel me? Cause the people, it made the people want it, and then like the numbers and shit go up when it drop, but like, sometimes they might not even really fuck with what you dropping, you know what I'm saying? They might just be on some shit like, bitch, it's you, so we're gonna listen to it, it'll get by, but it ain't gonna hit like that shit that you just recorded and you supposed to drop next week, you feel me? But you held on to that bit like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
What made you want to drop on Christmas?
Shit, really ain't gonna lie. I was really trying to damn near drop the same date I dropped Mr. Too Sticky on, but it wasn't gonna make sense. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna just run Christmas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a present to the streets, you feel me?
That's some real shit. So besides music, what's some of the other things you working on right now?
Shit, ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to get this merch shit going for sure. And like other little shit, you know, really expanding, really understanding, you know, investments and all that shit, type shit.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
What's some of the biggest lessons you can say you learned in 2023 that you can apply in 2024?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga gotta move smarter. And bitch, I ain't gonna lie, stay in that studio and stay dropping music. Yeah, gotta stay on top of it.
Straight like that. Any last words and shout outs?
Shit, nah, I ain't gonna lie, bitch. Go run that Super Wizz up right now, you know what I'm saying? For sure, bitch.
Straight up, man. Wizz Havinn, we appreciate having you on the porch with us today, gang.
Most definitely, man.
For sure.
Turn for real, bitch, this how I live. Re-rocking the plates and put them in the vacuum seal. I ain't got a rap, bitch.